Mark Baxa, the CEO of CSCMP, thank you so much for taking time. I know how busy you are getting ready for conference, doing all the important stuff that CSCMP does every day. I really appreciate you making time for me. Thank you.
Well, and Daniel Stanton, Mr. Supply Chain, a stalwart supporter of our organization, and you stand for the supply chain professionals. So we are like-minded. Thanks a lot. Yes, we are busy, but never too busy to reach out to really great people like yourself and your audience. So glad to be here with you.
Mark, tell me a little bit about CSCMP.
Well, as many people know, we've been around for about 60 years, 61 years now to be exact. And the association stands for the development, the education, and really networking of supply chain professionals throughout their career. That's our mission. We are here to educate and develop supply chain professionals. When you need to solve a critical problem, challenge, or you need to think differently about how to innovate within your supply chain at any level, CSCMP has a multifaceted approach to help you do that in a most unbiased fashion. We're a not-for-profit, and we are here about true quality education and development in many forms. So if it's online learning and development, like our collaborative effort that we're working on with you on SC Pro Foundations on LinkedIn, or it's our more advanced SC Pro certification, or it's all of our ongoing research and other content that we produce, or events such as the EDGE conference, which we'll talk about, and roundtables, we have a multifaceted approach to, number one, help supply chain professionals develop, and that is why we are here.
Mark, let's talk a little bit about the CSCMP EDGE conference coming up in Nashville. I'm so excited. We're back in Nashville at the Gaylord. It's a great facility. It's a great venue, and you know how much I love the CSCMP conference. Give me a little bit of a preview. What can I expect this year?
Well, like always, Daniel, it is the best and most productive, concentrated educational learning environment in supply chain today around the world. Those 3.5 days are just great for the practitioner and service provider, and the academics kick it off a couple days earlier with the academic research symposium. But this year's theme is the state of the supply chain, and we're not really talking about just the current state, but the state of innovation and better practices in supply chain. I mean, we have some really cool things going on. And yes, we'll touch all the popular subjects such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, and looking at really practical implementations of these technologies that are happening today. So it's not just about what it is, it's who's doing what and learning from them. We've lined it up with multiple CEOs this year. We've got Fawn Weaver from Uncle Nearest Bourbon, a great story. She is just so impressive. And the newest CEO of JB Hunt, Shelley Simpson, and there's many others, Roberto Azeas from Mattel. I mean, we have got a cross section of learning and a very diverse background of individuals coming to the CSCMP EDGE conference. But most importantly, this is your place to network, to learn in a more concentrated and highly efficient way. If you're to pick one place to invest in your people, and I really mean invest, send them to this conference. You will not regret it. Send multiples. Bring back all the intelligence you can gather and share it among your teams when you get back. But we are really excited, as you said, to be back in Nashville. We love Marriott and the way they do things at the Gaylord properties. It's a great environment, both to host everyone that attends, as well as to provide the most outstanding education and exhibition opportunity for everyone.
Mark, one of the new things within the last year is this partnership that we've put together between CSCMP and LinkedIn Learning. And what that means is, within CSCMP, when we talk about supply chain, there are sort of these 8 pillars of knowledge: transportation, warehousing, distribution, procurement, etc.
Right.
CSCMP partnered with LinkedIn Learning and created 8 learning paths on LinkedIn Learning that more or less align with those 8 pillars at CSCMP. So somebody can now go to LinkedIn Learning, take 4 hours worth of training related to procurement, and get a procurement professional certificate issued by CSCMP and LinkedIn Learning. That's a huge deal because, first of all, anybody as an individual can get access to LinkedIn Learning. You can, if you have a LinkedIn Premium account, that's included. But many companies have enterprise licenses. So that means that, you know, if the company is already paying for LinkedIn Learning, now they can have their people get training that's approved by CSCMP very easily on their own time, no additional cost, but it starts them on the journey, right? And the
Right.
expectation is, okay, let's make it very easy for everybody to access this material. But then once you've completed those 8 certificates, you've basically matriculated or graduated, and now it is time for you to join CSCMP and become part of the community. Mark, we're doing something really special this year for the folks that have earned one of the CSCMP professional certificates on LinkedIn Learning. If they register before the end of August, they get $300 off of their conference registration.
We're going to give you a code just to do that. And I couldn't be more excited to really support our continuous learners on LinkedIn. Happy to do that. The connection to CSCMP, look, whether you finish all 8 courses or you take 1, I want you to become a member because you need to keep your skill set right at the cutting edge of everything that's developing around the world in terms of supply chain. And that's what your membership delivers back to you. Core fundamental education to help you improve your own skill set and your capability. And then the membership in CSCMP goes hand in hand because we help you keep your saw sharp, if you will, to quote Stephen Covey. The most important thing you can do is engage in an ongoing continuous learning, have an appetite and a thirst, just have this emotional desire to continue to learn in supply chain because supply chain never sits still. We continually innovate, and we're here to help you do that. So I love the access we've created with LinkedIn Learning together, and I really love the opportunity. It connects you right to a membership opportunity and eventual certification and other opportunities to continue to grow in your knowledge of the, if you will, the core aspects and advanced aspects of supply chain knowledge.